Hi students, this is Ms. Ruth again, volunteering with the public schools in Oakland, California, and another musical shorts lesson. Today it's going to be about time signature, and this is what's going to enable you to read and play music that you have never heard before. So by now you should be able to read the notes and know their values, but exactly when do you play them? So I am going to demonstrate some of this. First of all, with just the rhythm and not the tones. And see if you can identify this song. Or if I play only the notes, without the rhythm, you get that. So if you combine all of those together, you can get. And you all recognize that song, of course. So what you have to do is you have to look for certain clues at the beginning of a piece. And you will see numbers there at the beginning, kind of like this. And the top number is how many counts you have in a measure. You better remember what a measure is from the past lessons. And the bottom number is the type of note that receives one count, which in case that we are talking about will be a quarter note. Okay? So, you better know what a quarter note is too. Remember your note values. Here we have a piece that has 2 counts per measure, and you see the measure lines, and a quarter note is supposed to receive 1 count. So, there is a half note, and you see that it has 2 quarters in it, so that's why that gets quarter number 1 and quarter number 2. After this line, we have to start over. Now we've got 2 eighth notes, and there's 2 eighth notes which fit inside of a quarter, so that's equal to a quarter. And there's a quarter note, so there we have quarter number 1 and quarter number 2 for that measure. Another bar line, now we've got a half note. A half note is equal to 2 quarter notes, so that's 1, 2, and another half note, 1, 2. So when I play this, I would like you to count, and what I tried to do was to find songs that you might recognize. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's how it works for 2 counts. Now let's say you have 3 counts. This is also very likely to appear in your band pieces. And you can see that we have 3 counts per measure, and the quarter note is receiving 1 count. So there's count number 1, number 2, and number 3. This half note receives 2 counts, 1, 2. This quarter note receives that quarter right there and a 3rd count. Crossing the bar line, 3 quarter notes. And then here comes a dotted half note, because remember, the dot stands for half of that value already. So that half note is worth 1, 2 quarters, and then half of that is another quarter, so that makes 3 counts, and that's how we can get 3 counts when we need them. So this song, 1, 2, 3, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you know this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that would be 3 4 time. And let's take one more example, which is 4/4 time. All right, so now you've got 4 counts per measure, and a quarter note is receiving 1 count. So 1 count, 2 counts, 3 counts, 4 quarters right there. 1, 2, there's a half note. So we already gave away 1 and 2, so then this half note is this part of the pie right here, 3, 4. 4 quarter notes there, 2 quarter notes here, 1, 2, and then the 3rd and 4th quarters in that half note. So there you can see all of the writing and the counts time signature for that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is your introduction to time signatures. See you next time.